Hello, everyone, and good morning to you all. I trust you had a wonderful weekend. And let's quickly look at what is happening on the AUDUSD. Well, it's been a while since I did something on the spare, and while scrolling through my watch list for the week, I, I saw a structure here which caught my attention, and I think that the structure that we have here is likely going to be given a trading opportunity for this week. But before I go into the details of that structure, the first thing I want to be doing here is to share with you from a technical standpoint what I was able to identify here on the AUD And well, the first thing I was able to identify here on the AUD scaling up into the daily time frame was the fact that this pair has been on a strong bearish momentum since sometime in the month of March. And as a result of this, I was able to connect a series of lower highs here to give us this result on bearish trend line. And in fact, I was able to identify two bearish trend line. We have the major one and we have the temporary one. So the major one is the tick one you can see on your screen, and the temporary one is the dotted line that you can see on your screen here. So after connecting the series of lower highs here, both the major and the bearish and the temporary, we connected this bearish trend line, and since the month of March, price has continued to respect that bearish trend line. Now, there is this very important structure here around the 0.6700 level. As we can see, during the month of July and the month of September, we saw how this level has been a buying niche for participants in this market. So we saw the first touch of that level as we saw as soon as price came into that area, there were attempts by the buyers to push price to the upside to negate any bearish pressure. The same thing happened during the later part of the month of August, but this was met with stiff resistance from the sellers. And as we can see what happened during the month of September, sellers were able to push price right below that demand zone, taking out all the buy position in this area to signal a strong bearish momentum. And since the month of September, the mid month of September, we can see price has continued to trade right below this very important key level at the 0.6700 level. So since the breakdown of that structure, price has dropped right into the 0.6100 area in the last 4 to 5 weeks now. And from a technical standpoint, whenever we cite a breakdown of a structure like this, we assume that there is a possibility that price is likely going to come back to do a retest of structure. And if you look at this retest of structure here, it also shares a confluence with both the bearish trend line I was able to identify here, after which we might be seeing a situation that will be evolving into a reversal pattern that will be sending price going to the downside. So we don't know really what is really going to happen around that area. So it's just a speculation at this point. So with this information we have here, I was thinking, are we going to be having a situation that will lead price into the upside here during this week? Or is this trend continuation going to go to the downside? So in order to decipher what is really going on in this market, we want to scale down to a much lower time frame so that we can see what has been happening within the structure here, that is in the last 2 weeks. As we can see from what is happening on the daily time frame, attempt by the sellers to push price right below the 0.6200 level has been met with strong resistance from the buyers. So we really want to see what is going on at this point. So in order to do that, let's scale down to the 4 hours time frame and let's see what is really going on here. So on the 4 hours time frame, the first thing we would observe here is that during the course of last week trading session, we can see that buyers were trying to every attempt by the sellers to push price right below the structure was met with strong resistance from the buyers. As every attempt, as soon as price comes within this level, we saw buying pressure at every attempt from the sellers to push price right to the downside. So we saw the attempt here, and in fact, we saw a huge bullish engulfing candle that took price right out of that structure during the last hours of last week trading session. So as a result of this, I was able to identify this demand zone here, which will be serving as my demand zone for the new week. Now, with multiple rejection of this area, this is more or less like a reversal pattern, as we can see that sellers are losing momentum at this point. And whenever we identify a reversal pattern like this, the next thing we want to be doing is to identify the neckline that we will be using to guide our action going forward. And with the neckline identified at around the 0.6300 level, we can see that we already have a breakout of that structure, which is more or less a bullish signal at this point. So now, as we head into the new week and with the breakout of the neckline here, I want to be patient enough to see how participants is going to be relating to this current structure, that is the neckline here. And then what is going to be giving us a confirmation is a situation where price comes back into the structure, retesting that structure, and then if we start seeing buying pressure here on our lower time frame, then we want to be joining the rally to the upside. And if we are joining the rally to the upside, we want our take profit target to be right within the 0.6700 level, which also shares a confluence with that with both of this bearish trend line. And the reason why we want to be having our take profit target around that area is simply because of the fact that we want to understand and see how price action is going to relate to the structure. So are we going to be having a reversal pattern here that will be sending price to the downside, or is price going to evolve into a situation where we see a breakout of that 0.6700 level to give us a bullish signal, after which a retest to structure will be giving us a confirmation of a trend continuation to the upside. So these are the things that I want to be looking forward to in the new week. Now, I would like to pause the video here and let's see how participants in this market will be related with this current structure during the early hours of the week. And be rest assured that I will be jumping in the comment section below this video to give you an update of how I intend to take a trading opportunity on the AUD USD for this week. If this video has been of immense help in making your individual decision on this pair, kindly support this project by clicking the like button. You also want to follow me on my TradingView platform at Dark Sherry so that you don't miss out on the regular updates I normally share in the comment section of every video. So I look forward to seeing you on Monday as usual. Write in the comment section of every video and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.